Everybody, welcome back to my channel, Loving Little Learners. Today, I wanted to show you guys how you can use the website Blooket to increase student engagement through the use of fun, customizable educational games. You can use these games as homework, you can use them as a quiz, or just as peer review. No matter how you decide to use Blooket games, they'll be sure to bring some fun and excitement to your classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can navigate Blooket and all of the cool, awesome features that it has. So let's go ahead and log in. Once you log in, you can go ahead and see that you have a dashboard here. And I'm going to walk you through all of the different elements of your dashboard. Now, Blooket is free, or you can pay for an upgraded account. I'm going to go ahead and just show you the free account that I've been using, and you can do tons with the free account as is. So here on your dashboard, you can see some news of things that Blooket wants to show you or inform you about. You can go here to My Sets, which we are on now, and you can see all of the sets that you've saved or created on your own. You can see your favorites. You can see what you've assigned for homework. You can show your quests that are current, and then your history. What are the last sets that you have used or hosted? So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you would go about hosting a Blooket game. So I'm going to go to My Sets, and I will show you the CVC word set here that I've created. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own sets or discover some that match your content areas. So like I said, all of these Blooket sets that I'm going to show you are educational based. You can make them fun and just have them as a student incentive. When we go through and discover some other sets, you can see that there's some fairy tale sets or movie sets. So you can connect this back to the content that you're learning in class, or just have this as a fun incentive for your students. So we're going to go ahead and begin by hosting a set. So I'm going to click here to the play button and host. Now, if I wanted to just have my student practice on their own, I would go here to solo, but I'm going to host a set for my entire class. So let's click. Once I do, you're going to see a screen show up, and it's going to ask you to select a game mode. So this is what's super cool about Blooket, because we're in an age where students and kids love to play online games. So why not connect those games back to some type of education where they can get two and one in the same place? So these are all of the games that are available for free. There's Gold Quest, Cafe, Factory, Battle Royale, Racing, Tower of Doom, and Classic. Now, this Classic set is just going to be your basic, see your question, and then have your 4 answers there on the bottom. So it's not really as interactive, but it definitely gets the job done. Another option that I really liked is the Racing set. So this basically just has all of your students in a race to the finish line by answering the questions correctly or quickly. So let's go ahead and go and see the racing set. So once I click on it, it's going to tell me about all of the different aspects of this game. And you can see how many players are suggested, what they're looking for, speed and accuracy in order to finish this game. And if this is the type of game you want to go ahead and have your students play, you'll go and press host game. So once you're ready, you're going to choose how many questions you want your students to have within their set. And again, you can use this as homework or quiz or just a game. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this down for the purpose of the video to 5 so that we are not playing the game forever. And then you can also decide if you want to allow students to join late. So again, because this is measuring accuracy, even if a late student does join, if they're getting everything correct, they still have the ability to win the race. So once you have everything set to how you would like, you're going to click Host Now. Once you click Host Now, you can see that you'll see a game ID that's generated. And you can see it here. You can also go to this area where it says Copy Join Link. And I'll show you how you can copy that link and add that into Seesaw or Google Classroom for your students to access really quickly. So let's go ahead and copy that link. And let's go and put it in Seesaw. So here is a Seesaw activity that I am creating. And I'm just going to go ahead and title this Blooket Game. And then I'm going to add a template for my students. Click on Drawing. And then I'm going to upload the Blooket icon. And here I can just go to the 3 dots, click Link, and paste in that link that I just grabbed from Blooket. And this is going to open up that game directly to my students. Or I can also go ahead and take this code here and copy it, go back to my Seesaw, and add that code in as an alternative way for my students to log into that game. So once I have everything there, my students can just click on the link and access that game and join us live. And I would just assign this to my students from here. So I can save and then assign. If you are using Google Classroom, you can basically follow those same steps. So you would go to your classroom, go on the top where it says Classwork, and then you will click on Create. You want to create an assignment, and again, title it Blooket Game. You can give it a point amount and instructions, but basically what you want to do is go and add a link here. So go ahead and click on Add, drop down and press Link. Once you're there, you'll go and just drop in that link that we grabbed from Blooket again. And then once this loads, you'll assign it to your students and they can access their game through Google Classroom as well. So I'm going to assign. And as you can see, they can access it here. Okay, so let's access this game as a student. Now that I am clicking on that link that I put in Seesaw and Google Classroom, you can see what my students would see. Here they're going to enter their name and go ahead and press the arrow to play. Now it says that they're waiting in the lobby. While they're waiting for the teacher to let them in, they can choose an avatar and go through and see what is available to them. So let's go and pick this cute little cheetah. So as a student, you're going to wait until your teacher lets you in. Let's go back to see what it looks like as a teacher. So here is that host page that we had clicked on before. And now you can see that I have a student, Mrs. Riddy, waiting to play the game. You'd make sure that you have all the students that you're waiting for. And when you're ready, you'd go and press start. So this is what it looks like from the teacher side. The teacher can keep tabs on how the game's going, how each of the students are doing from here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like from the student side. So it's going to give me a goal. My goal is to be the first to answer 5 questions correctly. And I need to figure out how to spell the word. So let's go through. I'm going to go ahead and click on the words that are spelled correctly and go through this entire list. Up here, you can see how many questions it tells me I have left to answer. And if I get one wrong, you'll see that it will tell me the correct answer as well. And it makes me stay in this page for 3 seconds in order to actually make sure that I am looking at the correct answer. Okay, so if it's right, it's a green page. If it's wrong, you'll see a red page. Also, when you're playing against each other, it has options to power up. So if you click, it will give you some type of extra power. But because I'm playing by myself, you won't see it being applied. So I'm just going to go to next. Okay, so now I'm done with the game and I can see my score. I got first place, and it's going to ask me to go ahead and pick a token multiplier. So I can choose any one of these, and it's going to multiply the amount of tokens that I get. And these tokens can be used to unlock new avatars. So I can see my grade, and I can also take those tokens that I just earned and go to the market and choose a new avatar to unlock. As the teacher, you will see the results as well. Who got first place? Now, if you do go ahead and upgrade from the free account, you can see a report that is just a little more detailed than this one here. You can see how many people played the game, what they got correct and incorrect, who was the leader, what their score was. So you can use this as a way to track their how they did during the quiz, if this is how you're taking this, or who actually came and did their homework, if this was an assignment that you wanted to go ahead and assign to your students. So that is how you would go about hosting a game. So if we go back up to the top, we can go to home, which is our dashboard. And I can show you guys another way to go about hosting a game and assigning this as homework. So if I go back to host, you will be able to see a couple of different options again. So there's certain options that you can host and assign as homework. And if you click through, you'll see here that it says host game, but some of them will give you the option for homework or host. So you can play this as a live game or you can assign it to homework. So this factory game gives you the option to assign as homework, and so does this cafe game. So if I want to assign it as a homework option, I can click here on HW for homework and then say how many days I want to give my students to complete this. How many days, hours, minutes, and I can edit this. So I can say they have 6 days or 7 days for the entire week to go through and complete this set. I can change the time to match what time I want my students to turn it in. I can also edit the title. And I can go ahead and assign once everything looks like how I would like it. So I can assign now. And then I would again just copy this ID. So my students will just go ahead and join this homework assignment. They'll put in their name and complete the homework there. I can also take this link and follow the same steps to put it in Seesaw or Google Classroom or whatever other platform you're using. And then as a teacher, I can track how many people are coming and completing this assignment as their homework and the questions that they're seeing and how well they're doing with each of these questions. So I can use this and see what I need to focus on. If they're messing up with words with the middle sound A, now I know that I can go in and give some more instruction in this area. Okay, so that is how you would go about hosting a game and assigning a set as homework. Now I want to show you guys how you can discover different sets that are already made. So if we go back to our home, our dashboard, we can see that there is a couple of different options up here on the top. So what I want to do is go to the option that says Discover. And here I can look through all of their featured sets that they have. And like I said before, they have a lot of sets that are not necessarily educational, but more so on the fun side. So you can use this as a Friday incentive or Fun Friday game by playing one that's like this. What's that Disney character? You can go through and see all of the questions that it has before you save this deck to your own and see if it's appropriate for your class and what you want them to be doing. And if you like it, then you can go ahead and host this set or play it independently. You can favorite the set so that it will go to your favorites bar, or you can duplicate it and then edit it from there. So there's tons of things that you can do during Discover. You can type in what you want to look for. So if I'm looking for an addition set, I can see all of the ones that are already made here for me. Okay. If you would like, you can also create a set from scratch. So if you go back up to this top bar, you'll go here to create. And here you can create a question set. So I did one for CVC words, and I'll show you guys how to do that now. So give me 1 second. Okay, so now that I have the images that I would like to insert into the set, I'm going to show you how I just went about making my CVC word assessment or set that I wanted my students to practice with. So I can give it a title. And I can drop in a picture. So I can literally just grab and drop and then say what this set is going to be about. Okay, I can choose if this is a public set or it's private, and I am the only one who is able to play it. So if you want a private set, you can use it as guided practice where you're sharing the screen with your students, and you're kind of just walking them through it, and they'll help you answer the questions. But if you want your students to be able to play it, you want to make that public. Now, there's also an option that you can input question sets straight from Quizlet. So that's really cool. Or you can make them from scratch. So let's go and see how you can make it from scratch. We're going to click on manual here and then go to create your set. So once I'm here, I can click here on the purple bar that says add questions. So each question that I'm adding will give me a page that looks like this. And I am just going to go and drop in a picture and then put a question. Okay, so once I have my question there, if it's the same question for all of the entire set, you want to just go ahead and copy that to save yourself some time. So I copied it and I'll paste it in the next question. And then you'll just put in your answer choices. And once you have all of your answer choices here, you'll click on the check mark next to the correct answer. You can also choose a time limit for your students to see this question. Because I teach kindergarten, I want to give them some extra time. So I'm going to give them 35 seconds. And then we want to say that we want these answers to generate randomly. So once everything is how we would like it for this question, you just go to save. And you can either duplicate this question that you have and just change the picture and the answer options, or you can continue to add questions until your set is complete how you would like it. Once it is complete, you'll go to Save Set. And now you can see this set here under your My Set option. Okay, so it is super simple and easy and quick to make a set. You can make it as long as you like. I've seen plenty of sets that go beyond 100 questions. So tons of options that you can use there. One thing that I do want to point out is that your students do not need an account to play any of these sets or games. All they need to do is be able to click on that link, and then they just write in their name, and that's how you'll track which of your students have gone ahead and accessed and played your sets. So they don't need an account. The only person who needs an account is the teacher, and you have the option to host or assign homework by distributing those links that I showed you from earlier. no account needed for your students at all, which makes it really easy because it's just another thing that our students don't have to remember how to log in, because it does get daunting after we have so many different resources that we're using. So this can just purely be a fun new way to practice whatever you're working on at the moment, which for us is addition and CVC words. So you can see back in my history that now I've played another game, and I can go through and see all the data from this game that we just played. So these are the main features of Blooket. And again, this is just a really fun way to increase student engagement. Students love playing games. A lot of these games are very competitive, but fun at the same time. You have great animation and different things that they have to do. All of those different game options that you saw, all of them are completely different, but all really fun and ways to keep your students interacting and engaged throughout the entire time. So I really, really love Blooket. I'm so happy that I came across it, and I really hope that you can find a way to use it in your classroom as a way to increase student engagement during remote learning. So I really hope you liked this video. If you did, click the like button below and make sure to subscribe to my channel, Loving Little Learners. Thank you.